It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Katie York set to get this one started. And we're off from MetLife. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry of the game for the Syracuse rookie. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
This is Irving on second. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Going on third, here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Right at midfield. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I'm sure, Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
On the ready.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Come on. Set. Steady.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Steady.
Working inside the red zone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Colson Adebo's got it. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
70 Lions.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Caught by Theo Johnson. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
John Parker Romo out to try the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. Jaquan Jackson on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get it.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he drives it up to the 24. Brought down by Colson Adebo.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Daniel's going to keep it. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it's picked out by the Giants. And New York is making a house call. Touchdown. The Giants take a 13-0 lead. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot. Quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys.
Yep.
But he was quick, man. He down.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
Got it. Ready?
Crisis averted, partner, but their reward here is a tough third down. Third and long for him here. Kraft has it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Okay, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Here's Etienne on first down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line. And the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready? Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, here's Daniels. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
On is Katie York for the PAT. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Going play action with darts. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. Free inside the 30. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants take the lead on the first play of the drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
John Parker Romo to kick
Here's
off.
Romo to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hop, ready.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ready, go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He rolls to his right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go.
Now Daniels to throw. Short pass brought in. A lot of mess on the move here. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, here's Dart. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets them the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll go play action. Has some daylight through the 40. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetitions to make it look easy.
And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Dart out of the shotgun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get some late points and the lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
To throw, Daniels. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Devon Holland comes up with it.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Here starts. A throw left side finds Johnson. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ready. Rock roll 80. Roll, roll, roll. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Now Dart. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Romo's point after is good. And the Giants double their lead to 14.
Commanders 14. John Parker Romo to kick off.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Mustang 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Warrior 17.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So here's Jack Brownie to punt this one away. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Collects this at the 32. All right, so they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
The Commanders' 40-yard line.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Jackson on the return. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Daniels back to throw. Here comes the screen for ETA. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Injury stoppage here, Brock, and the player in question is Tucker Kraft. The athletic training staff headed out to take a look.
Ready, ready.
So 1st down from the 41.
Ready.
Daniels now. That's low and bounces short of his man.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Get it. Viking 18.
Again, Daniels to the air. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up third down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back, which shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Daniels to throw on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. So they hit him for 5 yards on fourth down, and they get the successful conversion.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Daniels now on first down. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60. Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Look at that power, deep left side. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants get it back after making their third first-half interception.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Quick one to the outside by Dart. We got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. They'll go. Here's Dart. Pass brought in by Slayton. Down to the 10. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants push their lead further to start the half. Well, This machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Romo adds the point after. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21.
35. Commanders 14. John Parker Romo to kick off.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Not deterred by that pitch. He's throwing again. He's loaded another one up. He's got it deep downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
York now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown.
York to kick off.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now to the running back. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40.
Here we go, here we go. Hey,
Running right, it's Irving. Breaks the tackle. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
60.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 60. Hiking.
Blitz coming. Here's Dart. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 79 Bronco.
3rd and long for him here. That's Robinson on the slant. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did. I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He finds Chigakonkwo for the grab. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they pick him off again. Jamel D makes the play. And the Giants get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Daniels pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Tag. Cougar 19. Panther 6. Panther 6. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. 1st down play, that's him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Dart now against the blitz. Connecting on the slant. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Romo on to try the point after.
John Parker Romo lining up for the extra point.
Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Giants continue piling on to this lead.
Commanders 20. John Parker Romo to kick off.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
17-yard
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Bennett. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, no, they get him yet again. interception of the season.
Kid, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Take him down at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Viking 18.
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
65.
There's a dive up the middle. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
Viking 8.
Now darts going to the air. Setting up the running back screen. And this one does not go far.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Well, I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. Flushed out of the pocket. Outright McCaffrey makes the grab. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Bronco 80.
3rd and less than a yard.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Trying to push deep downfield. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
Ready?
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running it now out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. So here